Have you ever wondered whether having a foreskin actually makes a difference to your health, your comfort, or even your confidence? It's a quiet question many men carry for years, and if you've ever compared yourself in the gym locker room or worried during intimacy, you're not alone. You might have heard mixed opinions. Some people say uncircumcised is more natural. Others insist circumcised is cleaner and healthier. But when you're the one living in your body, what should you actually believe? As a urologist, I meet men who feel confused, embarrassed, or even anxious about this. Some worry they're missing out on sensitivity. Others worry their foreskin causes infections or discomfort. And a few quietly ask if their partner notices a difference. Here's the truth. This topic deserves real answers, not myths. You deserve clarity, confidence, and simple guidance you can use right away. Because your sexual health isn't just physical. It affects how you feel about yourself, how you show up in relationships, and how you trust your own body. So in this video, I'll break it down for you gently and clearly. No judgment, no pressure, just science, experience, and practical advice that actually helps. By the end, you'll understand what a foreskin does when it becomes a medical concern and how to take care of yourself with or without one. And more importantly, you'll know that there is no wrong body. There's only the body you have and the knowledge you need to care for it confidently. Let's begin. When we talk about foreskin and circumcision, most men already carry a story about their own body. Maybe you grew up never questioning it. Or maybe you started thinking about it only after an uncomfortable moment, a partner's comment, a recurring infection, a sensation that didn't feel quite right. This topic matters because it touches three areas that shape everyday life: comfort, hygiene, and confidence. And even if you don't talk about it openly, you notice when something feels off. A little redness, a tight stretch during an erection, a strange odor after a long day, small things that can quietly grow into worry. Many men tell me they don't know what's normal. Is the foreskin supposed to move easily? Should it cover the glands fully? Does circumcision reduce sensitivity or prevent disease? These questions show up late at night, when stress is high and answers feel hard to find. And it's not just the physical part. There's an emotional layer too. Every man wants to feel healthy, clean, and confident in his body. So when something doesn't look or feel right, it can affect desire and intimacy more than you expect. Have you ever held back during a moment of closeness because you weren't sure if something was okay? The truth is, most concerns come from simple misunderstandings. Many men assume discomfort is permanent. Some believe infections mean something is wrong with them. Others think circumcision automatically solves all issues. But the human body is more nuanced than that. Whether you have a foreskin or not, your penis has its own normal pattern, its own sensitivities, and its own needs. Understanding those details allows you to protect yourself, prevent problems, and make informed decisions about your health. And that's why we're having this conversation today. Not to say one option is better than the other, but to help you understand what's happening with your body so you can feel comfortable, confident, and in control. Now let's break this topic down into simple, clear points. I want you to understand what the foreskin actually does, what can go wrong, and how to care for yourself whether you have one or not. Think of this as a calm conversation with your doctor, because that's exactly what it is. First, understand what the foreskin is actually for many men. Grow up never really learning what the foreskin does. It's not just an extra piece of skin. It has a purpose. The foreskin protects the glands, especially during childhood. It keeps the head of the penis soft, moist, and sensitive. It also contains nerve endings that contribute to pleasurable sensations. So if you have a foreskin, it's normal for the glands to remain naturally moist and slightly more sensitive. If you're circumcised, the glands is exposed. Over time, it becomes slightly tougher because it rubs against clothing, not in a harmful way, but in a natural, adaptive way. This doesn't eliminate pleasure, but it can change the type of sensation you feel. Neither version is better. They're simply different. And knowing this helps you understand your body without fear or comparison. Second, learn the common problems and why they happen. Most issues men experience come down to three things: tightness, inflammation, and hygiene. Tightness, also called phimosis, happens when the foreskin doesn't retract comfortably. This can make erections painful, create small tears, or increase the risk of infections. It's more common than you think, and it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. Gentle stretching, proper lubrication, and sometimes a prescription cream can help. Circumcision is a treatment, but not the only one. Inflammation or balanitis can happen with or without a foreskin. It's caused by irritation, sweat, soap sensitivity, or yeast. Men often worry it's a sign of poor hygiene, but that's not always true. Sometimes it's simply the skin reacting to friction or moisture. Hygiene issues mainly occur when the foreskin traps sweat or smegma. Again, this is normal biology. It just means you need a simple cleaning routine. Warm water is often enough. Avoid harsh soaps because they can irritate the delicate skin. If you're circumcised, hygiene is simpler, but the skin can still get dry or irritated. Every penis needs care, foreskin or no foreskin. So as you think about your own body, ask yourself gently, do I ever feel tightness? Do I see redness or swelling from time to time? Do I notice discomfort during sex or exercise? These questions help you understand what your body is telling you. Third, know when circumcision is actually helpful. Circumcision isn't a lifestyle upgrade. It's a medical procedure, and it's usually considered when problems persist. If you have repeated infections despite proper care, if your foreskin is so tight that it causes tearing or fear during intimacy, if you experience paraphimosis, where the foreskin gets stuck behind the glands, then circumcision may help restore comfort and confidence. But don't worry, you don't need to jump to surgery. Many men improve with stretching, warm baths, and simple treatments. A doctor's guidance prevents months of stress and guessing. And remember, you're not alone in this. Men ask about these issues every day in my clinic, quietly and often with relief when they finally get answers. Fourth, if you do have a foreskin, learn the right care. Taking care of a foreskin doesn't require complicated routines, just gentle habits. During a shower, retract the foreskin slowly and rinse with warm water. Let the water run over the area. You don't need scrubbing. You don't need strong soap. You don't need perfume or deodorant wash. If you feel dryness or irritation, a neutral moisturizer can help. Just avoid heavy fragrances. During sexual activity, use lubrication if needed to reduce friction and prevent micro tears. If something feels painful, stop, breathe, and check in with your body. And if you're younger or you've never retracted your foreskin before, be patient. Never force it. The skin softens gradually over time. Finally, if you're circumcised, understand your body's needs. 2. Some men believe that being circumcised means they don't need to think about care, but your skin still deserves attention. The exposed glands can become dry, especially in cold climates or during frequent washing. A simple moisturizer helps maintain comfort. If you experience chafing from clothing or exercise, consider supportive underwear or breathable fabrics. Remember, sensitivity varies naturally among men. If you feel less stimulation or delayed pleasure, it doesn't mean something is wrong. It often improves with communication, good lubrication, and exploring what feels best for you. The most important thing is awareness. When you understand your body, you protect your health, your comfort, and your confidence. No matter your anatomy, circumcised or uncircumcised, your penis is not a problem to fix. It's a part of your body that deserves understanding and care. When you listen to it, when you respond with simple daily habits, and when you seek help early, you avoid stress and gain long-term comfort. Let's take a moment to bring everything together in a simple, calm way. Because after hearing the details, it's natural to wonder what matters most for your own body. Here's the core message. Your penis, with or without a foreskin, is not defined by perfection. It's defined by understanding and care. Once you know how it works, the confusion fades and the confidence grows. We started by talking about what the foreskin is meant to do. It protects, it adds sensitivity, and for many men, it feels natural. If you're circumcised, your anatomy adapts in its own healthy way. The glands becomes a little tougher, but still functional, responsive, and capable of pleasure. Different doesn't mean better or worse. It just means your body has its own pattern. Then we explored the common problems that many men face: tightness, inflammation, and irritation. These issues often appear gradually, and men usually keep them private for a long time. But they don't have to be sources of worry. Most are treatable with simple steps and early attention. We also talked about circumcision as a medical tool, not a status symbol. It's helpful when infections repeat, when tightness becomes painful, or when the foreskin traps itself behind the glands. But it's not the automatic solution for every concern. Your situation is unique, and your treatment should match your needs. And whether you have a foreskin or not, care is the foundation. Gentle cleaning, avoiding harsh soaps, staying aware of discomfort, using lubrication when needed, listening to signals instead of ignoring them. You deserve a relationship with your body that feels calm and confident. When you give yourself patience, when you seek help early, and when you follow small daily habits, everything becomes easier. Your sexual health becomes less about fear and more about understanding, less about comparison and more about comfort. Remember, you're not expected to know everything on your own. Your body communicates through small signs, and learning to read them is a skill that grows over time. I'm here to guide you, reassure you, and help you make clear decisions without shame or pressure. Always listen to your body, always value your comfort, and know that you have the ability to take control of your health, gently, calmly, and confidently. If you've stayed with me until now, take a moment to acknowledge yourself. Men rarely talk about these topics openly, and choosing to learn more about your own body is already a strong step toward better health and better confidence. So as you move forward, remember this: you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need clarity, awareness, and a little guidance. And whenever something feels uncertain, you're not alone. I'm here to help you understand it. If you found this video helpful, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. You'll get calm, clear explanations about men's health, sexual well-being, and everyday concerns that most people are too shy to ask about. My goal is simple: to help you feel informed and empowered without fear or judgment. You can also leave a comment or a question below. I read them, and your questions often guide the topics we explore next. Your voice matters here. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Take care of your health, take care of your confidence, and I'll see you in the next video.